Yeah, so I basically saw my coworker naked.
Wait, huh? Who approved this?
HR, please.
Wait, so that means your tatas were out in front of her?
Yeah, we saw each other naked. Welcome back to Unpacked, the series where travel stories don't come with a filter.
And emotional baggage is very much a carry-on. I'm Brendan, a former cabin crew.
I'm Sue, a travel creator.
I'm Celeste, I oversee the socials at TTI.
I'm Hendrik, I started TTI but also spent 4 years remote working.
Today, we'll be discussing a topic very close to our hearts.
Don't do that.
And basically talking about sponsored trips and how we get paid to travel.
Let's unpack it.
So how did it start for you guys? When did you guys start getting paid to travel?
Actually, about 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to change in scenery, a change in jobs. And I thought, I love traveling, so why not get paid to travel? And at that point of time, there was also having the walk-in interviews. So I decided to, just try it, why not? And I got it, so I was flying for about 2 years as a cabin crew. And I went to a lot of places, went a lot of countries, different places that I've never been to. But after a while, I felt that it wasn't my thing, so.
So after that, you decided to become like a full-time content creator for
Yeah, I
travel?
decided. Because actually during that period of time, I was also doing content on my own. The particular airline that I was with was a bit stricter with the things that I was allowed to do. And I think, in Singapore, there's a lot of you cannot work outside your job, right?
Oh, like moonlighting.
Yeah, no moonlighting. Okay, so I decided to be nice, okay. Yeah.
I'm already earning big bucks anyways.
I guess.
What about you though? I know that you did like a career switch.
Yeah, so I used to be a nurse and then I realized that, that's not really what I want to do, in the long run. And plus, since young, I've always wanted to be in the media industry, just that my mom always said that, in Singapore, media industry, no hope one. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, let's give it a try, if you never try, you'll never know, right? Yeah, so I decided to apply for TTI, but then they didn't get back to me. So I was like, is it my portfolio?
Maybe.
That's usually the case why.
Yeah, so I took a year to build up my portfolio. So that's when I started to travel. Yeah, and then I created content on the way also. I also did like those UGC videos, like user-generated content. Where it's basically like a barter trade. Yeah, so in exchange for free comms, then I do like a video for them. Yeah.
So I guess the hard work paid off.
Yes, I'm here now.
For me, I think before even starting TTI, right, it was a lot more about how can I fuel that love for travel. So I was in the generation that we really tried to find remote working jobs, right? So it's getting more popular now, especially with COVID and stuff, right? But back then it was still less common, right? So I basically took up skills that allowed me to work remotely. So everything from copywriting to website design, graphic design, videography, and I cannot remember what else. But
wait, was this after school?
Yeah, this was after school. I studied mass comm, so there were some transferable skills. But then after that, I learned more things such that at least you can do it as a freelancer. So that allowed me to travel a bit more. And then I think I was also quite ballsy back then because I would always pitch to clients. So there was once where
Still very ballsy.
Yeah, so there was once where I kind of won a competition that gave me a flight ticket to South America.
Wow.
So it was a Skyscanner competition. Then I was like, since I'm going there, maybe I can do some work for them, right? So I wrote a long ass proposal, sent it in, and then the organizer was like, actually we don't need this now. But when you're back, do you want to work for us?
Wow.
So it was basically an unofficial job application. But
damn.
at the same time, I didn't want to be tied down to a company. So
What is this law I did not know about?
So I negotiated for a remote working stint. So basically, I only need to come to the office once a month. Then I can work remotely. But the compromise was to accept a lower pay. Something like that.
So was it worth it?
Yeah, totally worth it. Because with the flexibility, I could still do some of my other freelance jobs. And really, really wanted to travel. So that's how I kind of got started getting paid to travel.
What about you?
I think my entry into travel, getting paid to travel, was a very basic and boring one. So I had the JC student to uni pipeline. I also studied comms and media, but I didn't actually do a lot of content creation. It was more like theory for uni. So I saw that TTI was opening up the internship, and I've been following TTI since I was like JC. And my mom told me that they were hiring, so I just decided to
Shout out to Linda.
Shout out to
Linda.
Anyway,
Linda's
so
a top
I
fan.
decided to apply the internship and try my luck. If I got it, I would take a leave of absence for a semester, and if I didn't get it, I would just graduate on time and I don't know, look for an agency job after that. And I got it, and I've been here since almost 3 years.
That's damn long, eh?
Yeah, and then I think I picked up a lot of my content creation skills here and on the go. So what do you wish someone had told you when you were starting? Any advice or heads up about the nature of the job?
Something that I wish somebody would tell me would be, you'll never know till you try. And that is something I would always tell my friends or people, who I meet. If you want to do something, just give it a shot, because you really never know until you try it. Yeah.
So in
Very
other
true.
words,
YOLO!
what about you? What's one thing you wish someone told you before you joined?
I think one thing is to be very clear about finding out why you want to be doing this, right? Because there's going to be a lot of hardship along the way. The first few years, I remember my mom was just like, when are you going to find a job? Right? When are you going to find a real job? Because I also left a stable 9 to 5. Was a former teacher. So she was like, hey, why are you doing this? And so for those 5 years, my parents didn't really think that I was working, even though I was making more money than I was as a teacher, because I had multiple jobs lined up. Very, very tiring. But so I think being mentally prepared for what you were planning to do and having a very strong reason why you are doing it will help lah.
So on that, how did people around you react when you told them this is what you wanted to do or pursue?
Friends very encouraging. Usually they're because back then it's still quite young, just a year or two after graduation, right? So people's wow, you're so brave. Okay, you should do this more when you are young, right? That kind of thing. Then the parents is of course they're quite traditional. So what are you doing in your life? When are you gonna find a stable job? It was quite good. Why are you going to quit? Things like that.
What about you?
I think because of COVID, the aviation or travel industry took quite a hit, right? So I think there was that fear also that, what if something like that happens again, will there be any stability? But also with friends, they're just do you're only young ones, YOLO, just try and let's go enjoy and have fun. But there was also concerns in which, what if you realize that it's not for you and you want to go back to your industry or you want to change your industry again? There isn't any transferable skills that will help you, go back into another industry. So there were concerns with that as well.
Because it's you're starting from scratch.
Correct,
again,
yeah. But I think on the flip side, because you do talk to your colleagues, you do talk to passengers on a daily basis, I'm proud to say that I'm able to think on my feet and maybe hard to deal with people.
What about you though? How did your the people around you react when you said you wanted to change jobs from healthcare
nursing.
into media? Yeah.
When I first saw your resume, I was huh? Nursing? Serious?
I mean, I agree that nursing is a very stable job. Everywhere you go, you will always have a job. But I feel because of that, I'm able to go out and venture into different paths. Because at the end of the day, if let's say media industry is not my thing, I can always go back to nursing. Yeah, it's a backup plan that I have. Which I think is useful especially when it comes to media industry, where we don't really know what's the future is in the media industry, right? Yeah. So when I first wanted to make that switch, of course my friends were all my friends were very encouraging, because they knew that's what I wanted to do from a very young age lah. Yeah, for my mom on the other hand, I didn't really tell her much until I actually got it. Yeah, because might as well, when there's that security, instead of just saying I'm gonna apply but then end up never get. Yeah.
What about you?
Me?
Was Linda very excited for you?
Actually, Linda, even though she's the one that told me to apply, she told me that I won't get it. She was like,
Why
it's gonna
you
be
like
so...
this, Linda?
Yeah,
Auntie
she had
Linda,
no
why?
faith in me. So she said, she was like, why would they want to accept you? It's going to be such a competitive thing. So I was actually really like, oh my God, am I going to get it or not? But when I got in, she was quite happy and supportive of me. I think it helps because she already knew what
She
TTI
always
was.
keep liking our comments.
Yeah,
and
top
stuff.
Facebook top fan. Yeah. But she already knew that TTI is an established company, so there is some stability in that. So she was quite supportive, and then friends were very supportive also. So quite a smooth
Transition.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
So what's one thing you didn't expect about this job?
For me, I didn't expect to actually not have a lot of family and personal time because I'm constantly traveling. And one reason why I also decided to leave was that I had to miss out on a lot of family and friends events. So for me, it didn't really sit well with me because in the long run, I don't want to miss anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, and I felt it's like I go home for what? Like hotel like that.
So how
Did your mother say that?
Maybe once or twice.
What about you, Uncle Boats?
Okay, so one thing I didn't really expect about remote working, right, is that at first when I started, I also thought that, I should have a lot of time to go travel and explore and stuff. But actually, no. When you are remote working, right, you are still
working.
spending your 9 to 5 or whatever hours that you agreed to, right? Working. So ends up, right, unless you really time everything properly, right, you really need to let go of the FOMO-ness of not being able to travel, or even though when you're physically there, but so often you only have that few hours here and there, depending on which time zone you're in, right, of course, to really go and explore. So yeah, I think the biggest thing was I didn't expect the actual travel part to be lesser than it seemed. Yeah.
What about you, Sissy?
I think for me is I didn't expect that the trips that will get assigned on or sent on can be quite last minute. You can be notified of within less than a month. So if you have any plans, you have to shift them. For me, I learned that I had to keep my months open. Just in case a work commitment comes in, because I used to be someone who planned very far in advance. So yeah, it's it took a while to get some used to rearrange your priorities and stuff. Yeah.
For me, I would say I didn't expect to travel this much. Not complaining.
Wow, this is a
not
bragging.
complaining. No, really, it's
Then don't
in a
travel lah.
way that
Don't go?
sometimes
We go.
it's free.
Next trip, don't go.
Oh!
I wanna go. It's more of sometimes I'm do I wanna take leave and go on my own trips? Because
Just take.
sometimes I'm but go where? Or
What do you mean go away?
I understand the perspective. It's you. Where else can you go?
Yeah.
I already go here for work, right? Where do I want to go for my own personal holiday? To
Yeah.
relax.
Why not? For me at least, right, work trips always you need to be 100% on the ball, always taking content and doing stuff. But then if
Personal
But
trips
that's the
are...
Yeah,
thing, the
personal
personal
trips, I don't.
trips, right? I will bring in my content creation side in.
That sounds like a you problem and learning how to
I'm
compartmentalize.
If I'm in Singapore, I don't create content, so I basically rest in Singapore. Yeah.
You can still take leave and rest, I guess.
Rest in Singapore.
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Take
think
a walk. Go to Orchard on a weekday.
Weekday.
Isn't it very tiring if you don't shut off?
Yeah.
In a way, I mean, maybe because I really do enjoy it, so I at the same time I don't mind doing it. Yeah, but sometimes I do get creator block. Yeah, and then I will film, but then I don't edit.
So
Relate.
I relate.
I can give you something else to add into what you wish someone told you.
Okay.
Take breaks before you burn out.
Oh, that's very
Take a
true.
holiday from your holiday.
Yeah.
No, really. When I'm on holiday, right, I purposely don't bring camera or anything.
I I relate to Sue because it's like, if I don't take, then I'll miss an opportunity. Just take first, and then
Think
if
later.
I wanna edit, then I'll edit. But it also kind of ruins the moment. You're just using your phone and trying to take as much content as you can.
I think for me, like when I'm on work trips, like it's really like
Locked in.
locked in. But when I do go on my personal trips, I do get what you mean by like it's a bit hard to turn it off because
Yeah.
you feel like you have a sense of purpose when you are at the place. You are not so lost. So I will also shoot a little bit here and there because you never know when you will need
Easy
footage
to
in
do
the future.
content,
Yeah.
But then it's like TTI work trip, you're doing content for TTI. Then what about content for your own channel? You know?
For your own.
So like
That's
do
why.
you have, you know, like I have to create content for my own social media, you know? So have you ever thought of quitting and why?
Ooh.
It's okay.
My boss is just here. I mean,
Yes.
not seriously. I feel like there are like moments of like difficulty that that made me question like why am I doing this? Will my skills and expertise still be relevant? And like also when you work with people who are a bit more difficult, it makes you wonder like why do I have to tolerate this? Like am I suited for this role? So yes, that those are the times where I'm like, oh, what am I doing with my life, man?
I think that's usually the case, especially when you're facing like difficulties. I still remember when I was still starting out with my training period. It was a 2 months training period. I can compare it to it being a beauty pageant and NS together at the same time.
Ooh.
You know, like you're constantly just being bombarded with negative things. So you just have to suck it up.
Wait,
and go
negative
with it.
things like what? Like they will insult
You're
you?
not
like
good enough.
bullying.
You sure you can do this?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like verbal abuse.
Yeah, it's not nice.
gaslighting.
Hello, look at the mirror yourself.
But I guess so it's just training you to have a stronger mindset because in the future, your passengers are not going to be nice to you as well.
It's a hostile work
So
environment.
sometimes you're just constantly bombarded with negative emotions because
It's like you just treat
Yeah.
everything as like a learning lesson, right?
yeah,
Like
and you just have
character
to suck it up
development.
because ultimately you're still getting paid.
And also like if you don't face it in like that job, you might have to go through it in a different job anyways. So yeah.
So there are multiple.
Celeste is also hinting something to me. We'll have a chat after this, okay?
It's not about you, Uncle Carlos. I'm not talking about you. Don't take it personally.
Later we all go to you and say
Maybe you should have done this
schedule a
episode.
chat.
Actually we're hiring.
To replace her.
I'm open for
1, 2,
work.
3.
Hi.
Do you have any moments of difficulty that you want to came back?
I think back then, with the remote working stuff, the moments of difficulty mainly came from the lack of, I think lack of stability. Because at the end of the day, as a gig worker, freelance worker, right, it's always about lack of stability, ma. And then, plus I really resonate with what Brent was saying earlier about being away from family and friends for a while. Like it's quite nice to like sometimes be away, but over a longer period of time, you really miss out on many key moments, very, very important moments. Then it's like, oh, okay lor, then you end up drifting apart.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Suhara?
Okay, there was this like, it just happened a few days ago lah, basically.
Oh.
I got, it was,
Maybe we need to have a chat later.
no, it was more of like a pregnancy scare. I was like, shit.
Mama Su?
Because like, let's say if I were to be pregnant, right? I was like, that's it, my career's over. You know, like
Why?
what am I gonna
Why?
do?
You can be a
Why?
travel content creator as a mom. Or
Yeah,
No,
Travel
but then
content
like
creator.
as in like,
The
I, like-
the rigor of
yeah,
our trips
like would
is a
I
bit
go
hard.
overseas, you know, and my baby is just at home with my husband, like, you know, that's not very nice.
Different lah.
Yeah, so there was like a few days where I was like in denial. I was like, if I don't take the test means I'm not pregnant.
It is a very like rational fear though, because I feel like in this job, like you need to like be
You need to be
committed.
physically,
Yeah.
Physically always on the go, like you would sleep less, maybe not eat meals on time.
Yeah,
And do a
yeah.
lot of like extreme like sports and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's very true. So I was like a bit like shit, like, you know, I'm gonna be like let's say if I am pregnant, like that's it, you know, my career is really over.
No lah. I mean, there's definitely going to be changes, but I'm sure that there can be an angle that goes around it, ma.
But But at the same time, it's like I haven't jumped out of a plane, I haven't skydived. I know myself, I wouldn't skydive knowing that my baby is waiting for me at home.
You can go diving, then you'll be a human submarine.
I don't think you're allowed to dive with.
So that one would be more of your personal bucket list stuff that you want to check off lah.
Yes,
rather
like, there's
than
so many things I want to
stuff.
do still, like before settling down and have, starting my own family.
So you wouldn't like go on like long work trips if you
I
have like
wouldn't.
a kid.
Yeah,
lah,
because it's like
basically.
not fair lah, for my husband.
Husband.
Yeah. So I was like, oh no. So I took a video of myself like taking the test because I was
Truly a content creator.
You want to see the video?
It's not like what should I tell?
I show you
What do I
today.
tell my family or boss is let me put the video there to angle.
I never thought I would actually be seeing this on camera.
I see the video. It's like
You only
very
find out about these things
emotional.
because we're
Crying.
filming eh.
I want to see
You're
you now.
crying?
No.
Well, you
What's that? It's a bird.
It's a plane.
Dun, dun. It's
Unattended Baggage.
Alright, now it's time for some quick fire questions and there will be no explanations needed.
just repetition.
First question. What is a city you can see yourself living in?
Switzerland.
London.
Some city in the countryside of Japan.
Okay, fine. Zurich.
Bangkok.
Okay, what's the destination you think is overrated?
Bali.
Hey,
Bali.
Japan.
Seoul.
What is the destination you think is underrated?
Laos.
Adelaide.
Pi.
Kerala in India.
Ooh, what do you use to take photos and videos?
Phone.
Photos, iPhone. Videos, Osmo Pocket 3.
A73.
iPhone 16 Pro. Have you ever asked for a free hotel activity in exchange for content? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes. I didn't get it though.
Oh!
Okay, so I guess traveling and getting paid has its perks and its cons. But I think sometimes it's a very interesting job, right? So there must be some stories that came up, right? So is there something that happened on a work trip that you'll never forget?
Definitely. When I saw my coworker naked.
What is it?
What?
Wait. So your
Okay.
tatas were out. Wait. She saw your tatas.
Hey, don't make eye contact. Oh.
Your eyes are up here.
Wait, what happened?
We were in Japan, So, if you're in Japan, like the land of onsen, Beppu, you have to go to the onsen, right? And then, since it's the two of us, why not we go together?
And shower together.
Wait, but back then you're not very close. You're know each other for a short while only.
I mean, yeah, it was a bit awkward at first, but she's behind the camera. But basically, I would say our experience wasn't so awkward. It was
You'll
very
get closer.
natural.
No, but
Did
you're
we?
going together.
Yeah, oh no, we got each other's memo, so we faster take turns. We didn't have to say
Faster going
anything.
first.
Yeah, like whoever goes first, okay, good. Yeah, and then so when we were taking a shower first, right, before going into the onsen, yeah, we took one corner each, and then we just faced our backs facing each other. So it's not so awkward.
Wait, I kind of get that. I did that with my intern, but we went in separate times and went super fast.
Yeah,
so
yeah, and you don't
if she
have to say
wanted
anything, you know?
Yeah. You just try to avoid. Okay, but for
yeah.
me, because I felt a bit awkward because she was my intern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was
Okay,
like, I don't want to see her naked.
I was the intern.
You are not an intern already.
No, in fact, I was still an intern. So, you pervert.
Okay, I think for me, one thing I'll never forget is my first dive. So for context, I always thought I was the type of person that would never attempt scuba diving because I just couldn't wrap my mind behind breathing out of an oxygen tank and being underwater, especially since I wasn't I didn't swim that often. But after I joined TTI, I realized a lot of my coworkers had their licenses and they would regularly go to dive. So I was very interested. So when the opportunity came up on a work trip in Taiwan, I decided to try a Discover dive and oh my god, I immediately fell in love with it. I didn't actually have to do much. They just kind of dragged me around like a dog while I just floated and focused on breathing. But oh my god, after that, I was just okay, I want to do it again. So I came back to Singapore and got my open water license and I've been diving ever since. New
That's
adult
right.
hobby.
It's like a different world.
Yeah.
You haven't tried, consider trying.
Or free diving also.
But diving is better.
Human submarine. I was flying to Auckland. When we're doing service for the first meal, there's suddenly a smell.
Oh, what kind of smell?
Like a
It's not from the food.
smell. like it's like whoa.
Where
like,
were you standing?
Like whoa. Like then we realized that somebody probably shat him or herself.
on
yeah.
the,
So, but we
toilet
didn't-
or on the person?
We don't know. It's just like there was just a smell. So then, I mean, the thing is that we cannot go around asking like, is it you?
It's
Is it
like
you?
public
Is it you?
humiliation.
Yeah. So okay lah. It was quite poor thing because only at the end of the flight we realized that actually was an old man, and he couldn't speak English, and he couldn't walk, so he needed a wheelchair. So he was stuck in his seat the entire time. So then that's when we realized, because we needed to move him from the seat to a wheelchair, right? We realized that he actually saw it himself.
But he no diapers.
No have. So basically, we had to transfer the passenger from the chair to the wheelchair, right? So I and another colleague, female colleague, we had to do it together because we're the only ones. Surprisingly, we're the only ones in the area.
Oh, everyone just siam.
Everyone just left. But then, so I was like, okay, I'll do more of the heavy lifting. So I'll carry the upper body. You just help me shift the legs to the wheelchair. She wanted to shift, then she let me. Brandon, sorry, I cannot do it. Then she walked away. Then whoa!
I thought you two
Wait,
can
so
go
she
through
said
shit
she own self
together.
handle
like,
She
everything.
said that in front of the guy.
She let me.
Oh
I'm like,
shit!
why?
Wow.
So I had to do it with I had to ask another colleague to help me do lah. Yeah.
Ayo,
And
that's
then
not
in the
very
end,
nice.
in
That's
the
not
end, we
very
had
nice
to
of her
clean.
also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
this
you guys
lah.
still had to clean. I thought the cleaners were the airline
because
cleaners were
They can clean to a certain extent, but we also have to like
clean first.
clean a bit lah.
But this was after all the passengers
Yeah,
disembarked
correct,
already.
yeah.
Okay lah.
Do you have any interesting experiences?
Okay, I think something that I remember was very nice was like when I was remote working in Sydney in Australia. So because of the time zone, right, I had like basically the whole morning to myself. So there were a few days that was quite nice because you could like go surfing in the morning, right? You wake up early, go surfing in the morning, go for 1-2 hours, come back, wash up, dry up, cook breakfast.
Wow.
Then you
Then
kind of
start
match up with the timing with Singapore. So like the time zone scheduling was very, very nice. So like there were also countries where I was remote working that you get like a very nice sweet spot with that. So really, surfing in the morning, then you work, then it's quite nice lah, that kind of routine. What about like stories of incidents where something didn't go as planned, like maybe conflicts or bad weather or things like that?
I feel like when it comes to work trips, let's say, right, you're so busy you're so busy working overseas that you don't have time to have conflicts. You know, like not really much time to.
So let's look like she got something to say.
I got something to say, but I cannot say.
I object.
I got a lot of things to get off my chest, but I cannot say.
Oh. You need to talk to him again.
Because I think we really need to have a talk after this.
Yeah, because I feel like you're just so busy that there's no time to feel awkward with one another. Yeah.
So good one, man.
Yeah.
For me, I
Too
feel
lucky
like
liao.
there are more often than not there usually are conflicts when I had to work.
He agrees.
Yeah, he agrees. So I think actually there are a lot more conflicts that actually happen on board. Yeah.
I hear a lot about like all this like power dynamics and like
Correct,
workplace
correct.
bullying.
This kind of stuff.
And a lot of people like actually cannot handle it because it can get a bit personal as well. So some people I've heard not physically fighting, but there are also like very like verbal arguments that happen on board, and it becomes a whole HR case. That it can become very serious. So more often than not, there are a lot of stuff that happens on board that you don't actually see as well. Yeah, between co-workers and between passengers as well. Yeah, so I guess it's also just understanding that at the end of the day, we are all just here to get paid and to work. And at the end of the day, we're just
Doing our jobs.
we're just like, and let's go home lah. Not like it's gonna do anything to you. I mean, you can bring it up to whoever's relevant, but at the end of the day, we're just here to get money and go home. Yeah,
Like you all have the same goal lah, basically.
correct.
Yeah.
But some people just want to make your life difficult, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, like why can't you be nice?
Huh?
Exactly.
You know who you are.
I think like on TTI trips, like a lot of things can go wrong. Like we always say that it's what law 啊？那个
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, Murphy's Law always happens. Like we have like bad weather where we have to like reshift the entire itinerary. We've had like public transport breakdowns where like you have to reroute and like replan again.
I actually agree with you. Like when you're traveling, right, a lot of stuff will go wrong. So there was this trip when we were in the Maldives. We were there for like 5 days, but it rained for 4 days. So there was basically no time to create content. So, and we were like super worried. So like we were like telling the client, texting the client and I was really even thinking about, hey, can we just like cancel the project and pay the client back the flights and that kind of thing. Thankfully, there was a half-day window where like we could jump on like a quick tour and somehow we managed to capture enough content to like make like a short video.
Wow.
All right, so to wrap it up, maybe we can give some advice to people who are looking to work and travel at the same time.
For me, I would say, because I actually applied for TTI and I didn't get it the first time round. So, I created like opportunities for myself. I went out to build my portfolio, I started traveling, and then from there, in a way, I also did UGC, all while building my portfolio. Yeah, so I would say, like if let's say you try it once and then you didn't get it the first time round, I would say don't give up, because look, I'm here today.
I think like the building the portfolio part is very important because we actually really do look at a portfolio, and it doesn't matter if you can't like fund your own travels to go overseas and shoot. Singapore content is also, or just any like starting on content creation is very important because you want to see whether you have like the drive, like the potential, and like skills can always be like refined after lah.
On the other side of stuff, like if it's not like content, right? If it's like about remote working opportunities.
How do you ask your boss?
So yeah. Actually, the advice that I want to give is really, if you don't ask, you don't know. Why are they all staring at me now? I feel like something is wrong.
Got it, noted.
If you don't ask, you
Wait for
don't
an
know.
email tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I buy from?
We have a remote working scheme, what?
Actually, I never applied
What
for
about
like,
all
my
three of us together?
Done it.
No, but I got like one coming up, but I never applied the half a day.
Then you should apply.
Wait, half a day also need.
Actually, I applied for the
I think
remote
one
working
day.
before.
I applied.
It was good. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, same. It was great. It was very fun.
Yeah. What about you, Brendan? Any advice if anyone to be a cabin crew?
Yeah.
I think firstly there are a lot of videos giving advice on like the interview process, what you need to take out, what you need to take note of, and I think in general it's all about confidence, whether you are able to carry yourself out well. But I think it also helps to know what happens behind the scenes when you're working as well. I think good thing lah. What helped me was that I had friends who gave a lot of advice on like the interview stuff. So actually, maybe I will do a video on it as well.
Oh,
to give
okay.
tips.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned.
He's promoting his
follow
channel.
me at
The Thai tea.
But I think it is also just being very open and receptive to whatever feedback, whether good or bad, comes your way. Because ultimately, you are still getting paid to travel and to work. And like, don't try not to take things too hard too often, because not many people get opportunity to work and travel at the same time.
It's a very
so
privileged job.
treasure it.
So don't take things too hard.
All right, so final thoughts. What did everyone learn today?
I learned that Celeste's mom was a fan of TTI before her.
Shout out, Linda. I learned that being a cabin crew is not as glamorous as it seems. There's a lot of shit you might need to deal with behind the scenes.
I learned that Sue almost got pregnant.
Yay!
I learned that you shouldn't be afraid to ask for opportunities, because you never know until you try it.
Yeah, never know until you ask. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends.
If you have any suggestions for topics you'd like us to discuss next,
Or questions about getting paid to travel, do let us know in the comments below.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye!